Welcome to the Wolf's Den,
the podcast where passion,
hustle,
and collectibles
collide. We spotlight the leaders and innovators of the hobby, women entrepreneurs, female athletes, breaking barriers in sports, business, and collectibles space.
From rare finds to business insights, we bring you personal stories of perseverance, growth, and what's trending in today's industry. Whether you're a new collector or returning to the hobby or a leader forging their own path,
this is the Den, where the hustle never stops.
Sharon, what's going to be new and different for BlackJadedWolf this year?
I think we started with a bang with Hawaii right away.
Yeah, boy.
It was nice, the weather.
I don't know.
You could wear shorts instead of being in New York with negatives feel, Hawaii show was fun. It's kind of like a vacation, but I thought it was bought a bunch of cards there that we're gonna be showing. It's all in PSA right now. I basically bought one piece. It's one of my favorite show, but also it's nice that it's a show I watch the manga, and read. But now you could collect them, and it's starting to peak right now. I'm not saying it's peak yet, but it's starting to get there.
It's definitely.
Yeah. There's some auctions that's insane recently, people like talking about obviously the manga inserts and,
The blue bottom case, what I just learned about.
yeah, the first box,
one.
basically. Yeah. It's fun. And the show was great. It's Hawaii PopCon. We already registered for next year.
Yep.
Basically, last year we kind of took a little step back from shows because for a few reasons.
We'll always do Hawaii though.
We didn't do Hawaii last year because of the dates.
Oh,
but
okay.
So we did take a little step back last year. The reason why was, it's a little harder to buy last year in shows because, with repack and all that stuff, and people are paying like 90, 95, 100%,
On certain stuff.
Yeah, on certain stuff, but also, like, I've always been transparent that I don't do shows unless I could buy. I don't just do shows and sell, So when it became tougher, I kind of took a step back. I still did local, like New York, East Coast area, because that's where we, that's our main shows. But going into this year, I feel like it opened up a little. You could buy a little again. Repack kind of took a little step back. They're still buying, but not shows still. But it opened up some windows to buy again, basically. So we bought well in
I think
Hawaii.
products just aren't coming out fast enough. Products are just
don't worry about that.
ridiculously expensive.
It's coming out now with Topps getting their licensing.
Yeah.
The only thing about that, it comes out so hot, so high. A case of basketball Topps Chrome is like insane right now.
Can I just tell you guys, Sharon sold an Otani. She basically traded an Otani frame, signed kanji, and traded it for some Topps Chrome boxes.
Topps and Topps Chrome.
Topps and Topps Chrome.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Oof.
Hobby and
2 boxes of hobby and jumbos. It's like 4,500, and now those boxes are worth 6,000.
Yes.
Let me just tell you, the best card was like
Is it Noble?
a number to 99 Noble, and then
VJ Etchko?
not even an auto. I mean, basically, it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
I know a lot of great cards have come out though, but I got
Yeah.
Should
have just taken the cash.
Yep, or kept my kanji.
Yep.
Otani. But I do like to open, so we just wanted to try it and see.
Yeah.
But it's all about luck. One kid, there's some nice story out there, breakers. One kid opened it with his dad and got like a red auto Cooper flag refractor that's upward of 100,000.
Nice. Sell it.
Yeah. So it's and it was open and broken by a swish, like a friend of ours, in Manhattan and stuff like that. So There's some good stories, obviously. It's
Right.
just, the
Just
four boxes I got.
not our story.
But that's what it is,
I
that's what
know, I know,
opening
I
product
know.
is.
I know.
So, but people are very excited about Topps having licensings again.
Yeah, but
And
like for a repacker, those are not cards you want to put in a repack, a number to 99. How do you want that? Like
well, now they do. Why not? It's so hot
for
right
a
now.
repacker? I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know, but that's what
Yeah.
in the product right now.
So we can buy those stuff is all I'm saying.
No, you can't. I'm not paying $500 for a 99,
Yeah. You don't even want it.
base rookie card, that
Yeah.
you might not be able to grade. Basically it's tough. It's tough for dealers that are buying,
Yeah.
especially at this price point. And then when you grade it, the paper stock is a little tough to grade too, the centering. So there's a lot of things that you need to consider if you're buying the product, basically.
And the turnaround for the grading.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to factor that in. Because
Well,
by the
if
time
you-
you get the card back.
If you pay Value Max, it will come back very fast. So I'm just saying. Yes, and some cards we do send it at a faster rate because sometimes it's like Wild Wild West. Whoever gets it back faster, the first one that sells for astronomical value.
Yeah.
So
Pay up.
yep, pay up and
To get it
then
back
to
faster.
get it back faster.
Okay, but a walkthrough is taking like 2 weeks. That's a long time.
Actually, it comes back in like 3.5 weeks with mailing and stuff. Almost a month. Yeah, I mean that's. I know we could complain, but that's what.
If you
That's
live
the
out in the
situation
West
right now.
Coast, you're in a better circumstance.
Well, that's why we lead to next week is gonna be the West Coast Card Show.
That's right.
Ontario. We're gonna be set up. We're back to doing West Coast card shows, and they have the promo.
weather.
Yeah, warm
We're
weather.
excited
That's the
about
reason
that.
why we're probably one of the reasons why we're doing it. Because
We're not
East Coast
skiers,
is
guys.
just
We're
crazy.
not skiers.
No.
Even though shout out to everyone that loves the Winter Olympics.
Oh,
But
it's starting. I didn't even know until they told
exactly. This is who we are.
me. I do have some Lindsey Vaughn.
Let's go shout out to Lindsey Vaughn, ACL injury, and she's gonna
She's
do
competing in 2 weeks.
ruptured. Don't know how severe that is, but I had a kid that basically ruptured her ACL. So I feel like that should be an inspiration to her. Like, look at what Lindsey Vaughn
What
is
do
doing.
they call it when you read the article?
Rupture?
No, like
Yeah, doctor. Like miraculous attempt at basically competing in the trials.
yeah. Oh, we'll see. We'll wish her luck because I understand why she's doing it. It's her last hurrah for Winter Olympics.
Every 4 years.
Yeah, and it's like I have the rest of my life
to recover.
to recover.
The rest of
Yes.
your life to recover.
Yeah,
Go
and
for broke.
if you ask the greats, I think that's what makes them different.
They're willing to make that sacrifice.
Yes, because
Some people aren't.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
So
what separates them.
yeah, I give her kudos.
Yeah.
For trying it. And I wish her luck. It gives a good story for starting of the Winter Olympics, I think. So
Yeah. And sports, we love the perseverance, the resilience,
Mm-hmm.
all that good stuff. And she is, the epitome of that. So
so
amazing.
okay, and so we're going to Burbank,
Going to
basically.
Burbank, focus.
Well, West Coast card shows. Obviously they have PSA. They're grading.
Yeah.
We're taking some cards to get graded so it could come back a little faster. We'll wait for it there. We're staying in LA a little, to wait for it to come back. It'll be a fun week, meeting some of the West Coast friends that we haven't seen only once a year or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
That should
Okay. And with that said, people are asking what?
What? Are you doing any new shows? Like, are you adding any new shows to your calendar? I don't know if you want to mention like on with.
We're looking into it, so I wanted to pivot to that. People like last 2 shows, actually, people asked me like, oh, we have, let's say 8 showcase, 3 showcase for sports, 3 showcase for TCG, and then maybe 1 or 2 for like, non-sport basically. So we, BlackJadedWolf has, kind of evolved, not just all sports, you know. So we're the market has shifted, and one thing about our business is we try to shift with the market, you know. And to me, TCG the past year, starting January actually, has become so bullish. You know, people, you could sell like big cards to cheaper cards, even $10, $15 cards you could sell, you know. And then it's affordable for kids, you know, stores are inhaling them, you know. Obviously GameStop sells them now too. It's like everywhere, you know. But obviously at the end of last year, it kind of hit like a little peak, you know. And now people are looking in the TCG world, what could we buy now? Because Pokemon has hit a certain peak.
Yeah.
So now the funny part is One Piece took a little step back during that peak.
During
Be-
the Pokemon.
Pokemon
Rise,
peak.
Yeah.
Because first product is not, you know, you don't see them. Allocations are tough to get, you know. One Piece was like so hard to get. I love opening One Piece and I can't buy them anywhere. Stores are like, oh, we only get like a couple of cases, you know. Not like Pokemon, they could get tons of cases. So, and opening those products, it's harder to pull like the big cards. It's not like Pokemon, you know. So it went down because of that. And then suddenly TCG tournaments for One Piece has started everywhere. We met a guy that has Hawaii tournament, goes to like Mexico tournament. They're literally everywhere now. So during Comic Con too, there's a big section in New York Comic Con that has like for tournament for One Piece only. So, and it's now known that One Piece is a very playable game. So because of that, it ties into now collectors are buying it, players that are joining tournaments are buying it. I literally have a customer that bought a PSA 9 and told me, I just need that card for my deck. He had to crack it out because he needs that card for the deck, you know. So he paid for a PSA 9 price just to have that card because it's not easy to pull them. So I think it's a combination of stuff that made One Piece this hot right now.
Yeah.
And to me, I was like, man, I should have started buying 6 months ago because I really want One Piece to keep, you know. Every One Piece card that I've graded the last year, I kept. I only sold a couple to like a friend of mine that wanted some for his kid. So I'm like, you put it in the store, you know, we never moved them. I still have cases of like Japanese sitting in, you know, in the office. So now it's starting to peak and it's fun, you know. So this market has been like always looking for the next thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like One Piece is there. It's starting to get there. And what's the next again, you know? So TCG has been bullish. If you're not into TCG, at some point, if you're a card dealer, you have to kind of get into it just to get some attraction in your table, you know? So
Yeah, but I don't think we would have chased it if we weren't already collecting it or basically ahead of the game. You know, we just got lucky that you like it, never sold it. And now, you know, you go look at what you have and it's like, oh, look, I had a sticker for 45. It's now 150.
yeah, which is great because, you know, I like non-sports signature and now it's picking too, you know, which is great. So it's always nice to tell people to collect what they love because at some point there's always a market for it, you know. It's like WNBA. I've been collecting it for years. It just got hot really the last 2 years, you know. Now in nationals, we have like 3 showcase for just WNBA. So it's great that the clientele now too is not just all about sport. There's TCG, there's non-sport entertainment, and then there's WNBA, you know, female athletes.
I like how
not
you
just.
separate. First of all, I hate it.
I know you hate it. I know.
You separate sports from WNBA.
No.
Okay,
I'm
but
talking
anyway.
about male sports, you know.
Okay.
But now it's, you know, we did very well successfully last year selling WNBA product. Not just WNBA. I'm talking about female sports in general.
Okay.
And I think it's just going to continue to grow, you know. With that said, it's like Panini just previewed what their non-licensing NBA product will look like.
Thoughts, rating?
it looks okay. So they did a lot of headshots. I'm very curious. Are they learning from Tops before? I didn't like
The ugly
product.
jerseys, yeah.
Even other product that don't have licensing that just kind of take out
All the logo
Yeah.
out of the jersey, yeah.
So what they did is kind of a lot of headshot, portrait shot. So you still see, the team colors, but no names basically. It looks okay. We'll see. I don't know how well it will sell now because, but they're still gonna make and we don't know what product they're gonna make. Are they gonna still have NT with no license and possibly every year not have the top rookies
It'd be like
signature?
baseball NT with no license.
Yeah. But now they're not, but they're also
Which we don't
competing
like.
no autograph for the top guys. The last two product, Caleb, Jaden, and Drake and Bo Nix have no autograph in NT. Wemby has no autograph in NT, So
That's
we'll
why,
see.
The Prism is...
Yeah. But they also put a lot of their money into WNBA. They have unrivaled cards, they have WNBA cards basically with license. With
I haven't
licensing.
seen the Unrivaled cards
It
yet.
just started, so they came out with instant and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
So, what's her name? Paige has a rookie for Unrivaled too,
Nice.
which is great. So I think we support women's sports. So, and there are newer people that's getting in it just for investment, but for true collectors, there's still room to collect and buy those things. So
Yeah. It's always a plus.
yeah,
You got to keep the hobby affordable,
Yep.
for everyone.
That's it.
Anything else? Shohei. After the football season.
Oh yes.
Yes, it's baseball. It's time to start thinking about baseball.
So what did you notice about this year's baseball market? Not just baseball in general.
Shohei Ohtani is hot as hell. And Aaron Judge, too. Yeah, two of the hottest guys.
Yep.
Granted, we do mostly East Coast shows. Obviously, Ohtani sells everywhere.
Anywhere.
Right? We did for the first time the Meadowlands
New York show.
Yankee
Yankee Pride show.
Pride show. And
80% of our sale is
90% of our sales
was Yankees and Judge,
Yes.
basically. Yeah.
Yes, 90% of our sale. And so you can tell the trend when you go into card shows, right? We sold, people ask for One Piece, we sold Pokemon, and Aaron Judge.
If we have more Ohtani, we would have sold Ohtani
Right,
too.
but we're not selling Ohtani now.
Yeah. We did
Now
sell.
is not the right time.
So
At
the
least
funny-
I don't think now is the right time, because as soon as you sell one, it's like,
I feel
how
so
am
bad.
I going to replace it? That's the thing that comes up.
I know we say that, but this year started so early. It's almost like no break when it comes to buying Ohtani. After they won
you
the
don't get a
World
break.
No, after they won the series, I feel like usually there's a little break, after they win. But knowing that next season they're going for three-peat, and then Ohtani probably for
Was it four
MVP?
MVP?
in 5 years.
Yeah.
And then Judge is going for 3 MVP. I think that's why those two guys are the hottest,
Yeah.
I'm not saying the Yankees are going anywhere sniffing the World Series next year, and what did the Dodgers do? Sign probably the best hitter available in free agency with Kyle Tucker, which is insane.
The rich just catch richer.
Is it Kyle Tucker or Alex Bregman?
No, it's Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, yes.
Yeah, you got it.
Two Astro guys, I'm very confused.
Yeah, you got it.
So, and guess what? Vegas odds again is them winning. So, because of that,
Yeah, you got Yamamoto.
Ohtani's,
And
yeah.
who else did they sign? They did sign another Japanese pitcher.
no, Sasaki is there. They didn't sign another pitcher.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
But they did get a legit good closer from the Mets, Edwin Diaz. So,
Mets, who are you trying to help here?
well, the Mets are going for it too. They did have some good signing.
Can teams say we're just not trading our players to them? We're not.
No,
Can
they
they-
can't.
they
They have the
can't.
Mets. They have
Can
they have the most money to spend. Well, because of
Yeah,
what
it's
Otani
deferred.
think.
Yeah,
You know, the
yeah.
deferred things help so much, which I think as a bitter Yankee fan, it's like we shouldn't complain as Yankee fan because, you know,
Right,
for the
because
longest time
right,
we
right,
took
right.
advantage of the
Steinbrenner,
yes.
like yeah, yeah,
So, but it doesn't feel good when it's getting
yeah.
done
To you,
to
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you know. So, but with that said, you know, it was allowed, it was legal, and you know, they could sign anybody because even though Shohei has the biggest contract, you know. But with that said, I I was, you know, I always read minor league report too, who has the strongest minor league, because, you know, it's like usually the team that are not that good have like strong minor league because they accumulated
Right.
to the
Yeah, you
draft.
got early draft.
But guess what? The number one strongest minor league system is the Dodgers. So the riches just get richer. It's
Just
like,
gets richer.
so
Just
to
remember
me,
that.
so the funny part with that is it's not that those kids will ever pan out or
Right.
get called up.
But-
But if they need a pitcher
Yeah.
or they need another hitter,
They need
they
another
could
piece.
trade for a big piece later, basically.
Yeah.
So with that conclusion,
And a rebuilding team
Yes.
wants the young kids.
yes.
Yeah.
And the funny part is basically that tells you they could dominate for the next 3 years still.
That's why you don't sell Otani.
And with that said, we still sold three big Otani the last 3 months. I didn't want to sell them, but I feel like it's so hot, you have to sell some.
Right. And it's like,
Yeah.
I swear, the guy that we bought it from, he probably had how much was the sticker on the,
Oh, one of
Like
the flawless
those-
card,
I
I feel like has a
remembered-
sticker for like $500.
I remembered when we were in Atlanta and those Otani, we were in Atlanta buying Otanis, and all that he had was the non-licensed stuff, and
Yep.
we were like, I don't want that.
No, a friend,
Now it's like, I'll take 10.
a friend of ours who was in what show were we in? Oh, White Plains show. Jimmy from Mondesi, you know, is a good friend of ours, and he bought a Leaf rookie Otani number 5, graded gem already. But I'm like, wow, you know, years ago you wouldn't think that card is worth like, maybe that card was worth like 300, but now it's like probably 5 figures right now, you know, close to 10K or above. I mean, great buy for Jimmy. But woof,
Right.
scary.
Didn't see ourselves paying that for unlicensed stuff. Yeah.
But he loves Otani, so he has some of the sickest Otani collection out there, you know. Yeah. Otani's gonna keep selling, I feel like, you know, and us as dealers, I last time I sold one Otani, I'm like, turn around to my team and like, can we buy more Otani? And then Frank and you are like, I don't know where we're gonna get them. But,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Exactly.
So it's getting to a point that, you know, how do we buy Otani? Because you almost have to buy Otani.
You overpay.
Yeah, that's the
comp.
only way to do that, you know.
Pay comp. I'm gonna put that in quotes.
And some cards don't have comp, but we almost have to pay over comp, you know,
Yeah.
just to get a few, secure a few, you know it's gonna go up.
Yeah.
So even cards are like Topps Chrome PSA 10. During World Series, they were like 300, 400. Now they're like 700. Insane. And there's still room to go up by spring training, you know, which is a month from now. So that just tells you it's Otani craze in baseball and Judge, you know.
Yeah.
Judge also breaking some record in like some of the logo men that have sold. Not rookie year, have sold for like 60,000, 70,000. That's, you know, it wasn't like that before. So
Yeah.
it's exciting for baseball season.
And the
you know.
football. People are ready to jump into baseball.
Yep, already.
Yeah, we're ready to jump into
And then
WNBA.
hockey too. The funny part is, you know, McDavid started a little slow in the start, and now I think his total points is like top of the league or second right now. So, which is good starting for, you know, hockey. Not my Rangers, you know, but my Rangers just traded Panarin, you know, to the Kings, and it was kind of sad, but you know, yep, they lost their window to win, you know, which is
So, yeah.
You had those
So you
great
rebuild,
players, you
yeah.
had good goalie, and then they didn't do anything, you know. So move on to the next. And I heard from my producer right here that Connor Bedard is insane after one bad year last year.
And he
Connor
played
Bedard?
hockey, so we
Yeah,
trust
we
him.
we trust him.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
I
we
didn't even
trust
do
him on-
research. We just took his
Yeah,
word.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, 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 yeah. He knows what an athlete looks
Yeah.
like. I trust
So
him.
with that said, I'm like curious. Should we
Who
buy
plays
Bedard
golf
again?
and hockey? Like those two sports, like
That's actually a common pairing.
Really?
Most because of the release point of how you have to
See?
run in the same way as a golf club, and it's not.
What about-
both? The less you try to force it, the more power.
Oh, so does Ovechkin play golf? I bet you he does.
Long portion of hockey players are very decent at golf.
Okay, so we
you go.
might listening to our producer. We might listen and buy some Bedard, because he did drop a lot. But I mean, I don't think the Blackhawks is that good still. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. I haven't followed the hockey in a little bit. I just have good memory and I listen. So
That's it for another episode of the Wolves Den. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube,
TikTok.
TikTok, and Spotify. All right.
Peace.
If you like this episode, please make sure to subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.